Good morning students, welcome back. Now we are going to start Module 2 Lesson 3 Agricultural Finance. Module 2 Lesson 3 Agricultural Finance. This topic I divided into 3 parts for the convenience. The first part consists of need and classification and sources of agricultural finance. In this we will see need for agricultural finance, then sources of agricultural finance. Second part consists of institutional credit, that is what are the structure of agricultural credit system in India, and the third part consists of NABARD. So these are the 3 parts. For the sake of convenience I have divided. Okay, now let us start with part 1. Students, please understand, this is Module 2 Lesson 3 Agricultural Finance. The question can be explain the need for agricultural finance and classification of agricultural finance. Finance is one of the most important factors in agricultural development. Poverty prevents farmers from improving cultivation. Availability of enough finance from the right sources at the right time would give the farmers the big push to come out of poverty. That means agricultural finance is very important. Now new point, classification of agricultural finance. First, short-term finance. Short-term finance is required for consumption and to carry out farming and other activities like purchase of seeds, fertilizers, etc. Short-term loans have a period up to 15 months. Such loans are required to provide for the working capital and the loan is repaid after the harvest. So here what you have to understand, short-term finance is for a period of 15 months. Second, medium-term finance is needed for purchasing cattle, equipment, for improving cultivation. Such loans are for a period of 15 months to 5 years. Here again medium term up to 5 years. Then third, long-term finance is required for major changes, buying additional land, irrigation facilities, purchasing machineries, etc. Such loans are for the period of more than 5 years. The next type of loan is productive and unproductive loans. Productive loans are for the purchase of different types of inputs which improve the productivity, and unproductive loan is money spent on social ceremony like marriages, festivals, etc., which adds to the burden of the farmer. So students understand, these are the 4 points of the classification of agricultural finance. Next point, sources of agricultural finance. That means from where farmers are getting loans or finance. Agricultural credit can be classified as non-institutional credit and institutional credit. Non-institutional credit is a source, this type of source played a very important role in supplying rural credit. In 1951, 92.71% of rural agricultural credit was provided by non-institutional sources. Money lenders were providing 69.7% of the credit. They still constitute the major source of non-institutional credit. The second important role was of relatives and friends. At present, the share of non-institutional credit is reduced to 20%. Now we will discuss about the merits and demerits of non-institutional credit. First we'll discuss merits of non-institutional credit. Number 1, it is easy to obtain loan because the lenders and the borrowers are known to each other. Second, simple procedures are followed while giving loans. Very often, it is only oral guarantee. Third, easy access and no formal timing to approach. Even during an emergency, at midnight also a borrower could obtain loans. Next, no restriction is imposed on the use of loan. And the last merit is consumption loans are also available from money lenders. These are the merits or advantages of non-institutional credit. Now we'll see the demerits or disadvantages of non-institutional credit. Number 1, exorbitant rate of interest is charged by the money lenders. Exorbitant means very high rate of interest is charged by the money lenders. Second, indebtedness is the main problem. The burden goes on accumulating. Next, loss of land and property. Failure to pay loan and interest results in loss of land and property to the lenders. Next, malpractices are indulged in the form of obtaining thumb impression or signature on blank bond, and misusing them is a usual practice. Next, exploitation of farmers become easy by compelling them to sell their products at a very low price. And the last, bonded labor is the result of indebtedness of the farmers. So this is the first part of module 2 lesson 3. 2 points we discussed: need for agricultural finance, in that classification of agricultural finance, and second, sources of agricultural finance. This is first point we discussed, non-institutional credit. Institutional credit will be the next part. Thank you.